Hello everybody, my name is Lord Penguin, and today I want to show you a new little ship that I built. If you remember, a little while ago I did a collaboration with a guy called Bryce, and we built some small fighters. Now if I actually get out, I might be able to find in my oh, I might have actually destroyed it. Deleted it. Ooh, that's going to be annoying. I built a small fighter, basically. So, at the moment, my main fighter for my fleet is this. It's the Ripper class. However, that's the problem with it. It does not have the ability to sustain itself very easily. It can, if you stick it on its end, sustain itself in atmosphere, but it doesn't really like to. This is not where this ship belongs. It can't actually stay airborne. This is definitely a space fighter. And you know, it's fairly obvious why that's a thing. So I'm going to get rid of this. So I decided I needed a new atmospheric fighter for my fleet. So I built this out of the old design, out of the one I built with Bryce. I decided I'd build, adapt it, create it, and it looks completely different. I'll probably have some footage very quickly for you of the old one.
It's a bit lopsided, like it's a bit bottom heavy.
It's not so much that, it hasn't, yeah, that's the problem.
It doesn't have any landing gear either.
Yeah, that's not my biggest worry. One of the main problems with that one is it didn't actually stay airborne. So I fixed that by adding more thrusters. So instead of one big upwards one, it's got 4 others as well. It's got still got the same sort of idea with these 2 big ones that push it forwards through the atmosphere. But I really like the look of this one. I really like the way it's come out. So you've still got this cockpit with the big engine behind it. And honestly, if you haven't watched the other episode, I seriously suggest you go and have a look, because it was quite good fun actually. It was quite a good episode, and you'll see what I'm talking about when I'm doing all this. So it's a light fighter, definitely. You can see in most of the circuits, a lot of the circuits are exposed, so you get into a firefight and somebody should be able to come in and take this out. So tell you what, if I copy and paste this over there, I'll be able to show you what I mean. You could sit here and take that out. That's gone already. This is me with a little. This is the best rifle you can get. But that gun is now going to slowly run out of ammo. You've still got the one on the other side, but it's still going to slowly run out of ammo. And a lot of other things are still overexposed. I mean, this not so much. If you were to go under here, if you were to be able to get underneath, there's a lot more pipe work. So you destroy that, and suddenly this pilot, these 2 Gatling guns on the bottom, don't have any ammo piping. So, yeah, I didn't manage to get a lot of redundancy in with it or anything like that. But I still think, let's just delete that because we don't need this anymore. But you see what I mean? It's a light fighter, but I still love the way it looks. I really like the way I've done this ribbing along the main engines. But yeah, so let's take it for a little bit of a test flight. Obviously I've tested it many times before. Actually, tell you what, let's see some of its destructive power. So I will have to turn all this back on for now. This is the one thing, it does take a little while to slow down because it's not got a lot of reverse thrusters. It's only got 4, and it's only got 3 in either sideways direction. So you kind of need to be a bit clever with the way you bank and everything. But here's a slightly edited stock fighter that I was trying to make turn into a bomber, but for now it'll do. But let's just see some of the destructive power. So this thing's obviously got two main rocket launchers. I probably should have shown you the Gatling guns first. Two main rocket launchers, which obviously you can see do quite a lot of damage. You can fire each one individually, or you've also got these Gatlings there to destroy some stuff. But it could also be quite good for taking out big bases and stuff like that. I don't know if it still seems to suffer from some of the problems of the old one, but I really like it. I'm sorry, it's my little baby now. And I just love the way it flies as well. It's you know, it's not the most manoeuvrable thing in the world. It does have a tendency to drop out the sky when you don't want it to. But hey, nothing's perfect. I mean, if you come in here, you can... It's got enough firepower, actually, and you probably have these flying in small fleets as well, so you'd... You know, I missed everything there, because I'm bad. But you can see what I mean. It's got enough firepower to deal some proper little bits of damage. Some proper... This is what I mean about it not slowing down, and so yeah, you got to be a bit careful with the way you fly this thing, because it does have a tendency to not stop, which yeah, it does cause a problem, especially when I've got a lot of speed mods always installed. I did no damage. I've got a lot of speed mods almost always installed, so probably part of it. Because you can do these flybys, but it won't slow down very well. So you know, you can keep going. Now we're going to try to take out this base. So this is one fight, and as I said, this is the sort of thing I can imagine this flying in quite large fleets. Although the drifting would be a problem because, you know, I feel like, especially if I was flying it, I'd hit people. But yeah, you can see you can actually use the drifting problem to your advantage. That's the other thing. It's very fast to accelerate. So we'll have a look at that in a second. But you come in, right? So let's say you were to limit yourself without getting too carried away to a sensible speed on the approach run. You could actually get in there and do some good. But yeah, damage. So it's not the best. But it's just fun, and actually it would be really good for a fast response, because look at this thing, accelerate, look at it. Alright, we'll start from 0, but it'll take a while to get to 0, so you know. You see what I mean? You're gonna gotta do this. Well, I don't know why I'm still moving, but let's just accelerate. Okay, 3, 2, 1, and boom. So, as you can see, we're kind of going up quite quickly. We've already broken the game's speed limit, and we've barely, you know, gone any distance. And it can cause problems because I have got obviously the speed mod installed, and it creates aerodynamics. Or I can't remember if that's a different mod. It might be a different mod. So you have aerodynamics, which means if you go too fast, you start to have heating problems, where your ship starts to heat up, and this can very quickly start to encounter some of those problems, just because it gets up. Yeah, already those problems are being encountered, because it's very light. It's very fast. Very fast to accelerate and everything like that. So yeah, that's about this. Is the Bryce mk2 fighter. I named it after, you know, the first original collab, just because, you know, why not? And yeah, thank you guys very much for watching. I will see you all later. I may have thought of one small... I'll tell you when we reveal them, but I may have found one small design flaw with this.